Hi, so welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will come through me to give messages based on who's listening and who will listen afterwards. Yeah, so just before we start, I'd just like to mention a few things. So one is we will have a new audio coming out in the next couple of days, and it's going to be about clearing the root causes of attacks, of energy attacks, or even physical attacks. So attacks on any level, and it's something that a few of you have sort of asked about. You know how to protect yourself from external energies, psychic attacks, and so forth. So this one's about sort of going very deep and really getting to the root. So working very much on your own energy patterns, things going on, things that you're, somehow connected to. So that will be available on the gen.net site. Um, and Also for one-to-one appointments, shamanic protocol, monthly transmissions, and 5-minute transmissions. That's on the Archangel Raphael site. And for groups, is the gen.net site. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that the energies are very much about going forwards in a light-hearted way. So it is not necessarily about going forwards in a way where you are using energy on any level. It is about light-heartedness, about having a kind of energy that is soft, gentle, almost like it is more about yielding to the things which are right, allowing those things to come in at the right time, rather than being very much in a type of energy that is very dynamic, as in you are active, doing a lot to make things happen. The reason for this is that energies on Earth now are much softer. They are much more about allowing. It is almost like the energies that take you forwards in life are much more about the feminine, much more about softness, and also an energy that is so much like the oneness, as in it is all about just allowing the right things in and allowing the oneness to be in your life much more deeply. So, this may be in the form of experiencing a lot of kindness, generosity, a lot of positive energy from those around you. It may be in the form of things coming in that are literally given to you, and all you need to do is allow those things to come in more deeply, and then you will find your own type of energy with those things that come in. But there is much more of the oneness in the energy on the earth at the moment. A lot more of energy that is very soft, kind, compassionate, almost like it will meet your needs before you even get to a point of really needing to ask or go within and really ask that your needs are met. The reason also is that there is a type of energy on earth at the moment that really wants to reach all parts of people, an energy that is really needed, something people have needed for a long time. So that is why you will experience this at the moment. And when this energy has done its work and helped people to soften, to lighten up, to feel that they are supported, that they are seen, heard, and met. After this, there will be much more energy generally on earth available for everybody. So people will then move into a more dynamic mode after this. So after they have had their needs met, It will be people will be able to do a lot more without even trying. It will just come through them. So it will then be a more active time where people will go into the mode of creating, doing, making things happen, but in a way that is very spontaneous. But right now, it really is about receiving and allowing, letting the things you need come in, letting all the spaces in you that have not been met, seen, heard, be filled up with light, but the sort of light that is very deep, embodied, that is very much here on earth already. So, what I will say is that there are many people on earth at the moment who have a desire to really be there for others. So, there are people who have already received a lot from life, who are filled up very much with a lot of love and light. They may not be fully in the light, but they have enough to share with others. And it is through them that people will be met more deeply. And it may even be that after a while it gets to a point where the people who are being met at the moment then start going into the mode of giving out to others the same energy they have received. But it is that type of energy at the moment I see around. I also will say that if you are the type of person who has received a lot of something, then if you are really feeling to give it out, do it, because it will be right for those who are in need of this to receive it through you, if you have that feeling inside. So that is what I am seeing. And I am also seeing that the more you open your energies up to receiving really positive energy, the more that will come in. So, this is what I will help you with. And those of you who perhaps feel that life has been very hard for you, I will really help you to open your energies more, to clear out the pain body so you can be open to life. I also will say that life is not just about receiving, but it is also about really knowing that when you are in your own energy, you are able to really be in a type of frequency that is completely aligning to the oneness, if you so choose. And the way you do this is by allowing yourselves to be with yourselves long enough to in order to go deeper and deeper until you arrive to a point of oneness. And this can take time, actually. But when you give yourself time in the day to just be, it does allow you to go deeper. And when you are in that place of really aligning to the oneness within, it is then able to clear away things which are in the pain body. The oneness within can automatically correct imbalances. It can also clear your energy as well of things which do not belong to you. So I will say time to just be is also really important, just as important as receiving at the moment. But generally, it is that sort of time about being, receiving, and then through this, the right things will happen. I also will say that when you are in doubt about what you need to be doing, normally it will involve one of these things, either being or receiving. But that is what I'm seeing. I want to talk about one more thing today in depth, and that is there is always going to be discrepancies between people on earth. So it will never be that you will all agree on everything. But what you will notice is that some people who disagree with you become very negative, angry, hostile, almost like, well, they would like in some way or another to completely destroy you because of this. And this is the sort of energy that has been on Earth for a long time, where there is a type of frequency where people really believe that if they are in any way at odds with someone in terms of opinions, thoughts, ideas. It is something that has to be in some way or another fought, won, rather than simply allowing people to be. And because of this, there is a lot of negativity on earth. One way to actually come out of this is to recognize that whenever you have a thought, opinion, feeling about something, you will be automatically aligning to others who share this, perhaps because they have had similar experiences to you, perhaps because they have similar knowledge or similar set of expertise as you. And instead of looking out for people who are not of the same opinion mindset and then trying to convince them, it is really good to go a bit deeper and to go into a mode where you are not only open to learning more about whatever it is you feel strongly about, but also you are able to meet like minded people who feel the same way, who are also open to learning more with you. So you go on a journey together. And then, if there is something that needs correcting in what you believe, it will be automatic that you will do this together. You will learn together, grow together in a harmonious way, and there will be no one scolding you for being wrong. Instead, it will be a journey of joy, of going deeper into whatever it is you are interested in, or whatever it is you are attuning to inwardly. And the reason I'm saying this is because often when it comes to these types of conflicts, there is a lot of inner child wounding there. A type of wounding that is all about really believing that if there is something you are doing or saying which is not fully aligning to the light, then that there is something very wrong. Perhaps there is something that you need to be punished for, but things going on inside you that may be like this, feeling that you are in some way or another really being picked on. If there is one thing you do and or say that is incorrect, but this is the sort of energy that has been on earth for a long time. And it comes to a point where people start to feel that there is not a lot they can do or say without someone coming in to tell them off about something. And it stops people from expressing themselves, from learning, growing. But it also creates disharmony. It creates a lot of trauma for some people. So, what I will say is when you are really into something, remember this. Remember that you are able to align to those who are similar to you and also those who know more, who you can learn from. And in this way, it becomes a really expansive journey. And when you share something, it is that you are constantly able to learn more in the process, but also able to really receive a lot of acknowledgement from those who are feeling similar to you. So, this is what I will say to those of you who are really having something to say, who have strong opinions about certain things. Perhaps your opinions are not correct, even in some ways, but it is about really being on a journey of discovery, of learning. And in this way, it is a joyful process. I also am saying all this because I am aware that some of you here have a lot going on around this, a lot of problems that you have had in your life. And I will say one way of dissolving it all away is to really be aware that when you are in your own energy, there will always be things that you feel inside that are very dear to you, things which are precious, things that perhaps really are in one way or another coming from a lot of life experience, a lot of things you have seen in life, experienced, and also things that you know about on a soul level. So remember to always inwardly ask that you collide with the right people and ask that the doors are closed when it comes to colliding with people who are in the mode of getting into fights, arguments, being hostile, aggressive, putting people down, trying to silence them. All these energies, close them down so you are not a part of this. And through this, you will feel a lot lighter, clearer, and also develop confidence when it comes to speaking out openly and knowing that even if you make a mistake, it is okay. So, that is the sort of energy I would like you to all be in. And through this, you will grow, you will learn, you will feel good, and life will feel generally lighter, better in all ways. I have no more to say. And what I will say generally about the week ahead is that it will be a week where there will be a lot of light, a lot of good energy, but also it may feel at times like you are in one way or another needing to have some time alone. Because in the lightness, there will also be a sense that a lot is actually going on as well. Perhaps new things coming in, perhaps things which you did not expect at all. But there will be things to process, to work through inside. Not negative things, but just old energies clearing as new things come in. But it will be a very good week. That is what I see. Hmm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening, and yeah, wishing you a really good weekend and a very happy week ahead, and lots of love to all of you.